Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up to help the channel grow. Click the bell icon at the top of the page to get notified when I post a new video. Universal Channeling. Channeling the conscious universe for the new world consciousness. Blossom Goodchild, Channeling the Federation of Light, October 29, 2023. Blossom Goodchild. Once again, hello. Over to you. Off you go. I put total trust in that whatever you say will greatly lift the vibration of all who come across your words. Go for gold. Federation of Light. Good morning, Blossom. Good morning to each one. Is it a good morning? Is it a good evening? Is it a good time for you? Is it a good space that you are residing within? Do you allow thoughts that bring you down to do so? Do you watch and listen to information that lowers your energy and makes you at odds with the vibration you were in before you did so? Do you? Do you, dearest ones? You may say it is necessary to learn of such things. That one should know what is taking place in the world. That one should be aware. Blossom Goodchild. Well, I feel we should, to a certain degree, in order for us to send love to that situation. Federation of Light. Blossom, do you know there is a war taking place in Israel? Blossom Goodchild. Yes. Federation of Light. Do you know the truth of all that is taking place within this particular situation? Blossom Goodchild. Absolutely not. Federation of Light. Do you think if you watched more about it, you would be wiser to the truth? Blossom Goodchild. Absolutely not. Federation of Light. This is exactly what we are saying. All you are doing is lowering your vibration. Many of you are aware of many things that are taking place on your planet that do not serve the planet or yourselves, in any way, shape or form. Yet, you feel perhaps, you may be drawn to watch a video on child trafficking and abuse of disturbing degrees. For what? To become aware of how disturbing it is? You knew it would be disturbing to your vibration, to your soul, before you pressed the play button. Yet, something in you said I will just have a quick look. The minute you press that button, you set in motion a downward spiral of your thoughts and indeed your level of frequency. By just knowing of all atrocities and lies to take one away from the truth is enough. One does not need to indulge in such lower vibrational information. Because it does not help the planet. Or yourselves. Blossom Goodchild. I get what you are saying, and yet, is it not that those putting out those videos are doing so in order to inform people of how it is? Federation of Light. Yes. Yet, when one watches and absorbs, it leads only to more confusion and upset regarding the state of affairs. It brings despair. One wonders what else can possibly take place. Know this when we say, dearest ones. Those who have lost this battle, those who have worked so hard to dim the light of your souls, will continue to send your focus to something new, the minute the momentum of the latest distraction begins to die down. The wars will continue. The so-called contagious illness still continues, yet, they need to keep you in the lowest vibration as possible. So, very soon, something new will be presented to you. Something to bring the soul to its knees, will be splattered all over your fake news once again. Each time, adding more fake disturbance and destruction, to keep you down. Blossom Goodchild. Yet, there are innocent souls who lose their lives because of this. Federation of Light. Yes, Blossom. This has been how it is for eons of time. We understand it is hard for many to accept, yet, each innocent soul whose life is taken will have agreed, on another level, to be a part of that scenario. Both those who kill, and those who are killed. Blossom Goodchild. The same for each child that is taken, and so badly abused. They agreed to it? Federation of Light. Yes. Blossom Goodchild. What soul would volunteer to do that? Federation of Light. One who has lived many lifetimes, and agreed to do so in order to make the world aware of what is taking place, and finally have the consciousness of the whole. Put an end to it. Blossom Goodchild. I get it. Yet, it's hard to fathom. Federation of Light. Their sacrifice. Not just the children, yet, those whose lives are taken, are, as the saying goes, rewarded in heaven. Those souls experience peace and joy, on a greater level, once returning home and given space for their energy to recover. Blossom Goodchild. A nice thought. Federation of Light. A truth, Blossom. Blossom Goodchild. Yet, when will it all stop? This is a bit tricky to explain. For, here I am, channeling you. doing my best to get the message of love, and all the wisdom that you bring to as many as possible. I have a really good life, and at this time, seem to be experiencing really high vibes. To think of children suffering in the way they do, or a mother losing her entire family, courtesy of a bomb, does not come anywhere near the vibe that I happily live in. It feels like two different worlds, and could make one completely out of sorts if we were to question the unfairness of it all. I mean, how come I got it so good, and they got it so bad? Federation of Light. We know that by saying the word choice, 1,000 questions will arise. Blossom Goodchild. Indeed. One being. Who would choose the short straw? Federation of Light. As you can only imagine, there are as many reasons to choose those choices, depending on the soul's journey. It is very difficult to put it into perspective, is it not? Life is eternal. Life is an experiment. As much as souls find that offensive, it is. Blossom Goodchild. They find the fact that they are an experiment an insult to the soul. Federation of Light. Yet, why? Each one of you agreed to take part in this experiment, otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Blossom Goodchild. A big question arises for me here, in that. How can a divine plan be an experiment? Federation of Light. Because the experiment is part of the divine plan. Blossom, if we may. Think for a moment, for instance, about the human body and how it works and performs. Think then, of the wonders of nature. Think of the wonders throughout your planet that you know of. Then, think outside of your planet and all its possibilities and workings. Think of everything in this vast universal soup, and how it all flows. How intricately each segment provides for the other. How everything through energy is connected. What mastermind is behind this? A creation such as this can only be of divinity. Therefore, the outcome of this experiment will be / can only be for the highest good of all. Blossom Goodchild. Yet, you have said in the past that we are an experiment that has gone horribly wrong. How is that divine? Federation of Light. The divinity lies in freedom of choice. Blossom. Yes, we concur. The experiment took a turn for the worse, many moons ago. Through choice. It is not the divine / consciousness / God, whichever term you prefer, that decided it would all go horribly wrong. It was you. Each one. That through experimenting with self, and its possibilities, that it found paths to greed, and hate, and jealousy, and such like. It was not for the divine to interfere. As freedom of choice was given to you as an experiment to see what you would do with it, and whether you like to hear this or not. The way your world is today, is what you chose. Blossom Goodchild. Hard to hear and accept. Yet, on another level, I get it. Federation of Light. Then having reached a point where a majority knew it had gone too far, plans were put into place. Through the collective consciousness. To put an end to it. One knows. Through experiment. That which serves, and that which doesn't. That which is of light and that which is not. Blossom Goodchild. That which is divine and that which is not. Is not what you were going to say, is it? Federation of Light. Correct. Blossom. For everything is from the divine. Blossom Goodchild. I can only try and accept that, by the knowing of you saying that there is only love. It vibrates on many levels. And that which we know to be of such darkness, is still love, and yet, on a very, 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 low vibration. So, are you saying that everything is divine? Federation of Light. We are saying, everything is from the divine. We say, that which is of the light, and that which is not. Yet, it is of light. Yet, the light is so dim, it chooses to believe it is not. And expresses itself as such. Blossom Goodchild. Whoa. This has been quite a heavy session when our intention is always to uplift and bring joy. Federation of Light. Therefore, we conclude. All that we bring through to you as reminders of who you are. We do so, in order to get your planet back on track. What a mess it appears to be. Yet, each one of you, who has chosen to be here at this time, and stay firm in your light. Each one of you, who has chosen to reside in a high vibrational place both with self and in location, are exactly where you are meant to be, and are doing exactly what you are meant to be doing. By being love. By living in /a/ through / of love. You are changing the world. You are ridding your planet of the intensely low vibrations because the more you choose to live in your high vibrations, then the lower ones are removed from the radar, so to speak. The light has won. The light has won. The light has won. It won before the experiment began. Blossom Goodchild. It won before the experiment began. Confuse us more, why don't you? There is a lot to get our heads around in this session. As always, it runs off from the original plan into many tangents. We are just experimenting, after all. Federation of Light. With every breath, you are now experimenting with ways to change the world into its original divine residence. A world of beauty. Overflowing in / of love. Highest vibrational love. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. Blossom Goodchild. Okie dokie. Phew. That's fair, worn me out. As always, my friends, in gratitude. In loving service. I am. Website, blossomgoodchild.com.